introduce another person who's been committed to the UWC ideals since he began his UWC journey 40 years ago. Please welcome to the podium Tom Dickerson, Chairman of the Board of Trustees.
Good morning. Buongiorno. Bonjour. Und an meine deutschen und österreichischen Sprachgenossen ein ganz großes Servus. You'll be pleased to know that that is the totality of the chairman's remarks. But the gown I'm wearing signifies that I went to law school, so I will make a few comments, which are not, after all, remarks. And the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce you to our new trustees. The lifeblood of the board is in bringing on new energy and new trustees, and we have 5 new trustees this year. We're very excited about them. We had a terrific board meeting yesterday, and we're very pleased to welcome them on the board. 2 of the 5 were able to join us this morning. If I could ask Ty Tingley and Peter Ruggiero to stand up, and they are joined by Janet Dickerson, Jim Leonard. Thank you. My second comment is that we have some trustees departing. 2 of them, George Collins and Bob Stegeman, have been with us for 6 years, and George couldn't be here, but Bob is, and I'd like to ask him to come up. Every board of trustees has skill sets, and then they have personalities that really transcend their skill sets. So you need the guy that talks about strategy all the time. You need the guy that is at 10,000 feet. You inevitably have someone who has an idea a minute, and you have your finance types. But sometimes the most valuable type is the person that just is down to earth, keep it simple, stupid, let's get this done. And Bob really exemplified that, and he has been a tremendously valuable member of the board. Bob, thank you. There's one other trustee I'd like to mention, and this is Michael Stern. On a rare occasion, we elect someone to become a distinguished trustee of UWC-USA. And Michael Stern joined us on the board in 1998. And you will recognize Michael Stern because in the chemistry lab, as you exit, there are 3 plaques for the Westinghouse contest, and all 3 of those belong to Michael Stern. He was an incredibly bright guy. And in 1999, when Shelby gave us the first $40 million of our endowment, we realized that we had absolutely no clue how to manage an endowment. And Michael, who was in the money management business, basically structured and organized the way we managed the endowment. And he did a spectacular job. He kept us way ahead of the market averages and left the college with millions more in endowment than it otherwise would have. Michael couldn't be with us today, but I'd ask for a round of applause for Michael Stern, our new distinguished trustee. Thank you very much.
Your program will tell you that Peter Hammer Hodges came to the United World College in 1983. It details his degrees, an honor Bachelor of Science from the University of Salford, a postgraduate certificate in education from the University of Cambridge. Peter has taught mathematics for us since his arrival. He has been Dean of Administration since 1998. During his 27 years of service with us, and in the years before that, he served the International Baccalaureate Organization as well, as a leader in a variety of areas from curriculum development to assessment, again detailed in your program. What you can't put in a program is 27 years of a life of commitment to students and to an institution. You can't capture putting up tents and driving vans and tutoring kids and having conversations in the hallway and all of those places and all of those ways that Peter showed his commitment to United World College students. He leaves us today. As I mentioned earlier, he's graduating to return to England, his home country where he has not lived for quite some time, to work for Oxford study courses to advance further the International Baccalaureate in the world. When I walked in today to line up, our school doctor, Dr. Elliott, greeted me and I said, "Hi, great to see you." I know he's a busy guy, so I was a little surprised he was here. And he said, "I came to hear Peter." I think a lot of us did. I certainly did. And I'm not letting it tarnish things one bit at all that we learned last night that he also sells dead parrots. Please welcome Peter Hammer Hodges to the podium.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning. Dear friends, today I feel very honored to be the 2010 graduation speaker. When I came to work here in 1983, which was only the second year of the school, I never imagined that 27 years later I would finally be graduating myself and giving the graduation speech. In fact, when Betty and I first came here, I told her it was maybe for 3 or 4 years and then on to somewhere else. This job would be a stepping stone to something better. At the time, Betty was not quite sure what this move would mean, so this promise was of course necessary to convince her to move from Manhattan Island in New York City to a place called Montezuma in New Mexico, a place we could not even find on a map. Remember, there was no Google Earth or MapQuest in those days. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we both fell in love with the college and with New Mexico, and we did not want to move on, until now. Since it was announced that I would be the speaker today, I have received lots of advice. I think the best has been that my speech must have a good beginning, a great end, and not much in the middle. I will do my best.